Welcome back to Tales from the Vale. Tonight, we journey back to a time of long ships and long winters to hear a tale of a Viking Yule. In the village of Hrafnsvik, nestled deep within a snow-covered fjord, the longest night of the year was approaching. The great hall was prepared for the Yule feast, but a deep gloom hung in the air, colder than the winter wind. For years, a magical Yule log was brought to the hall. It was said that its flame would only burn for true warriors, those with courage not just in battle, but in their hearts. But for the past 3 winters, the log had remained dark and cold, no matter how they tried to light it. The harvests grew weaker, the hunts less successful, and the people feared the gods had abandoned them. This year, a young man named Finn, known more for his quiet nature than his prowess with an axe, watched the chieftain and his strongest warriors fail once again to light the log. Their boasts and displays of strength meant nothing. Finn wasn't the biggest or the bravest, but he saw the worry in the eyes of the village elders and the hunger in the faces of the children. He felt a different kind of strength stir within him, the courage to care. While the warriors argued, Finn slipped out of the hall. He didn't seek a magical spark or a godly blessing. Instead, he went from longhouse to longhouse, gathering a small piece of firewood from every family. He took a glowing ember from the hearth of the oldest woman in the village, a woman who had lost her sons to the sea but still shared her meager food. He brought this collection back to the great hall. He knelt before the massive Yule log and placed his humble offering of shared wood and a simple, warm ember at its base. He didn't boast of his deeds or pray for glory. He simply thought of his neighbors, of their shared struggles and their hopes for a better year. He wished for warmth and food for everyone, not just the strong. At that moment, a tiny flicker sparked. It caught onto the small pieces of wood, and then, with a soft whoosh, the great Yule log burst into a brilliant, roaring flame, brighter than anyone had ever seen. It bathed the hall in a golden light, warming every corner. The warriors stood stunned. They realized that true strength wasn't about individual glory, but about the courage to unite and care for one another. That night, the feast in Hrafnsvik was the most joyous in memory, warmed by a fire that burned for the truest warrior of all, the one who carried the whole village in his heart. Thanks for joining us on Tales from the Vale. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.